Okay, continuing with chapter 10, actually chapter 10, section 2, arcs and angles and arcs. This worksheet, we're continuing this, but anyway, this worksheet has 3 parts to it. I'm going to go over a section or a couple problems in each of these sections. And the third one actually deals with something we have not learned yet, and that deals with calculating the lengths of arcs, and there we will just use the diameter circle, and knowing what the angle measure is, you can just take a portion of that circle and you will figure, you can calculate the lengths of the arcs that way, but I'll go over that in a little more detail. I just wanted to go over a couple problems in each one of these sections though, and I have them labeled up here with circles, corresponding circles, and then we'll go over some of these problems. So on this first one, we're going back to algebra where we have expressions for each of these angle measures. And since we already have that, I'm just going to, and you should do this too, just calculate what the length of each one of these angles are. You just have to just do it algebraically. We know that this angle and this angle and this angle are going to add up to 180 degrees because it did say that this EB, yes, it said that EB is a diameter. If it's a diameter, you got a straight line running through there. Straight line is 180 degrees. So add these together, that'll equal 180 degrees. We can solve for x. All right, so 4x plus 15x plus 3 plus 7x minus 5. That's 180 degrees. Those are the 3 angles. They would add up to 180 degrees because it's a straight line. So then just combine your like terms. 4x, 15x, and 7x. That would be 22. Add a 4. 26x. Positive 3 and a negative 5 is minus 2, and that equals 180 degrees. Add 2, so 26x equals 182. Divide by 26. Divide by 26 here. So x equals 182 divided by 26. X equals 7. All right, so plug in 7 and then we can calculate what each of these angle measures are. Plug in 7 to this. 4 times 7, that's 28 degrees. Fill all these in and it just makes your work so much easier. 15 times 7. 15 times 7, 70 and 30. 105 plus 3 is 108. 108 degrees. Do the same thing. 7 times 7 is 49. 49 minus 5. 44. All right, those 3 angle measures. If we add these 3 angles together, that should equal to 180, and it does. This angle and this angle are vertical angles because they are both diameters. So if you got a diameter, the vertical angle are formed, which they should be called opposite angles. But nonetheless, they are congruent, so this is 44 degrees also. All right, we can easily figure these in. Angle ERD, 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 we already calculated that's 28 degrees. So very simple. We did the hard work. We actually did the hard work on this, so this will be very simple. Angle BRC, BRC, we calculated that also to be 44. And angle ARE, ARE, we calculated that one to be 44. 44 degrees. The only thing left to do is just calculate this BRA, but it's going to be 180 minus 44. You guys can do that. On to the next section. I'm going to do 7, 9, and 11. And these are going to be the angle measures of arcs. Arc PQ. Arc ST. And then RSU. right, arc PQ. It's going to be to my advantage again to put in these angle measures. So we have a right angle, which is 90 degrees. This is also a right angle that's formed because PAR is a diameter, so this is 90 degrees. 180 degrees here, 180 degrees up on the top. This angle and this angle are going to be 80, so I need 100 more degrees, so this total thing is 180. We know that this angle equals this angle, and I need 100 more degrees, so 100 divided by 2 is 50. 50 degrees, 50 degrees. We can easily get our arc angle measures. PQ, same angle as this central angle, PAQ, which is 90 degrees. ST. ST, this arc, measure that angle is 40 degrees, central angle is 40, so ST is 40. And then RSU. Start up here, R, go through S into the U, so it's not quite 180 degrees, it's not all the way through, but it includes this angle, and this one. 50, 40, and 50. You got 140 degrees. All right, that takes care of the first two sections. I will go over the third section in a little more detail here. Again, if you have questions, please come to the Zoom meetings or email me, text me, you have that information. Okay, third section, as I said, deals with lengths of arcs, not the angle measures of them, but the lengths. Here's our circle. D right here. Got it. Point M. There's D, L. Another point on the circle. K. J. And then the last one is N. And diameter is 18 units. Diameter of this circle is 18. So let's calculate the circumference. If the diameter is 18, like NL, there's going to be 18. Circumference is pi times diameter. Pi times diameter, which is 3.14 times 18. Not quite 60. 56.52. 56.52 is the circumference going all the way around, and we can figure out what each one of the arc lengths are if we know what angle measures are. So I will do 15 and 17 and maybe another one. 15. 15, want to know the length of LM. So the length of LM here, if angle LDM, if this angle was 100. Equals 100 degrees. Well, we're only concerned with the distance from M to L. We know it's just going to be a portion of the 56.25. All the way around is 56.25. All the way around would be 360 degrees. Well, the way to do this is just to, just to set up like a proportion here. 100 out of 360, okay, 100 out of 360 is this ml, all right? So then do 100 divided by 360. You end up with 0.36. 0.277. And it's repeating. So I'm going to just round it to 0.278. All right, that is the portion of the circle that is this ml. And it's 0.278 of 56.25. So, very simple process, 0.278 times 56.25. And if you still have that calculation in your calculator, you don't need to clear it, just multiply that by 56.25. And you end up with 15.6. And it would be units. They didn't give us anything specific, but the length of M to L is going to be 15.6 units. I can do number 17 with you also. 17 is KL if KDL equals 60. Angle K equals KDL equals 60. So again, angle KDL right here. KDL, if that's 60 degrees, so the portion of the whole circle is 60 out of 360. All right, times 56.52. So on your calculator, 60 divided by 360. Times 56.52. 9.419, so call it 9.42. 9.42 units. And that's going to be the length of arc KL. KL is 9.42 units. And I could do another one. I'll do number 19. Nineteen is KLM. So arc, the length of arc KLM, and we're going to need to know what the measure is for KDM. I'm sure that's what they're going to give us. KDM equals 160. So do the same thing. 160, that's a portion out of 360. 360 is all the way around. 360 is 56.52. So 160 divided by 360 in your calculator. And that is 0.4444. Times 56.52. $25.19997, so 25.12 units. Well, there you have it. We've done half the assignments. You can finish up the other half. If you have questions, come to the Zoom meeting. Thank you.